I can hold it.
Yeah?
Yeah, it's fine.
Go ahead. Want to show you here what we do within industrial IoT in a mining use case. So here we have an autonomous mining machine, and what this does is that it digs its way through the mountain, creating narrow tunnels. And this is ultimately for platinum exploration. And platinum lies in these very thin 1 meter layers, so you really want to have that closeness to the platinum. And what it does is it kind of digs its way through, and there's no blasting. We create a much safer environment for the people that are working down in the mine, and also we don't extract so many waste material, so much waste material that has to be then picked up by these loaders later on. So it takes much less time. I mean, this is continuous, so it takes 24 hours for what originally takes a couple of days to do with the blasting and then clearing and then going further in.
And what are the key technologies and what role does it play in this transformation?
Yeah, so the key functionality is of course to have a private LTE network down in the mines. So have connectivity to the people and the machines that are working down there, and so that you can have this fully autonomously driven, so you don't have to even bring people down there when it's not necessary. So what we do as Ericsson, we deploy private LTE networks into the mines with radio base station. I would love for you to go over to our radio guys and actually see the module that's going in.
I'd love to.
And then as this evolves into 5G, I mean, the use cases are endless, and we will have no latency at all. You can really have those autonomous vehicles going down. And I mean, this is essential for right now in the mining industry. I mean, the most reliable way to communicate with people down there if there's something is happening is to throw like stink canisters into the ventilation system, so they just know something is happening but have no idea what. And I mean, it's not a secure solution.
Right.
So having that push to talk capabilities is crucial for safety. And then with regards to efficiency, I mean, not having people down there, which is a cost and a hazard in many ways, and just having machines that you can monitor remotely on sort of these kind of integrated platforms, is you will have such an incredible efficiency use. Just the fact that today, one of the hardest parts is actually locating equipment in mines. So they're only utilized like 30% of the time that it should be utilized. So I mean,
Because people can't find it simply.
people can't find it.
Yeah.
I mean, they can't find it in the tunnels.
Yeah.
So the efficiency gains are huge. And if you start counting on it, I bet you'd find a very good ROI and a break even quite soon, even if these machines are very expensive.
So you talked about the radios. Do they use traditional as they do in metros with leaky feeders, or do they actually put up antennas, or is it small base stations, or how is this deployed?
So it could be all of the above, actually. We have those leak cable we can do, but I mean, what I would really, I mean, that we have to test for, of course, which kind of mine it is, where it's located geographically, whether we can have that connection, how deep it is, what the walls are made of, all of those things. But the typical case is to install small radio cells, like small basebands that you will place in the mine to have full coverage.
Like the dot?
Like the dot.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Okay.
So that is typical of what you do.
Yeah.
And then, so that's one part of the story. The other one is then we kind of took this IoT accelerator platform that we had, installing a lot of sensors into the mine, monitoring air quality and vibrations in the mountain, and we put a lot of sensors on the actual machine to monitor how it's working and the functioning of it, like engine, how the bore is doing with temperature, etc.
Yeah.
And then fed this all into our IoT accelerator platform to withdraw the data and then take action based on that data.
I also work a lot of my time with companies in Brazil,
Yeah.
and I'm sure that they would be very interested to hear about it. Perhaps you heard there was a very big dam collapse
Yes.
a few weeks ago,
Yes.
and having sensors, understanding, what is the health, so to say, of a dam like that, I think would be also very important.
And just track people down in the mine. Track people and equipment. I mean, just that very easy use case is huge to the mining companies. And yeah.
Okay, well, great, thank you, splendid.